Another PCS unda. Only civil services. So when we are here for civil services, I'm not calling it as IAS IPS. The general term is what? Civil services. But everybody wants to be IAS or IPS. Nothing less than that. Something more than that, but nothing less than IAS or IPS. Some very few will aim for only IFS. రేర్గా ఉంటారు. ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్, ఫస్ట్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇండియన్ ఫారిన్ సర్వీస్. ఎందుకంటే మనకి 180 సీట్స్ ఉంటాయి. నోటిఫికేషన్ ఎలా ఉన్నా, హౌ మెనీ సీట్స్ ఆర్ గివెన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ జనరలీ ద నామ్ విచ్ ఈస్ బీయింగ్ ఫాలోడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లాస్ట్ ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్. 180 విల్ బి IAS, 180 విల్ బి IPS, around 20 will be IFS. So in a notification of 1000 or 700 or even if it comes 550 seats every year, the advantage of UPSC is you will have notification every year. Unfortunately, not like state services. I'm not talking about one state particularly. All state services have issues. But UPSC will give the notification every year. So in that notification, 180 plus 180 plus 20, including all reservations. These are fixed generally. Other things will vary. Income tax, with respect to IRS, customs, all these things will vary. So when we are talking about, of course, civil services contains of 18 top services. So before I am going to tell you something about this exam preparation and all these things, I want to know from you, why civil services? Okay, why civil services? Please be seated. Just basically when we ask questions, it means we have to make you awake from the sleep. Nothing like that. It will build some kind of alertness. It's not that all you are sleeping, just like that. Just to, yeah. Service is one option. Okay. Respect is one option. Identity, woman empowerment. Me as a woman, not only limited to my kitchen, cooking chicken. No. I am more than that. Identity, respect, status. Okay, service to the nation. Okay, anything else? Why? Any answers vachesaya? Why do you want to be civil servant? Your opinion. Forget about all others. Yeah, why do you want to be civil servant? To serve the nation. Okay, tell your opinion. Nah, it need not be something different answer. I want your opinion. Yeah, why you want to be? Service. It's interesting that most of the youth are talking about service to nation. Does it mean that a rickshawala or a sweeper working in GHMC is not doing service to the nation? Does it mean that only collector is running the district? Yes or no? All jobs are important. Does it mean that your parents are not doing service to the nation? They are doing service to the nation not only in the government job. Even in private sector job also you are doing service to the nation. Every day, every person will pay tax. Not income tax. If you purchase toothpaste also, you are paying what? Indirect taxes. Among all the population of the country, only 5 to 6% of the people, individuals, are paying income tax. Does it mean that all the 96% are not paying tax at all? No. Income, you know income, na? Personal income, if it is greater than whatever slab is there, 6 lakhs, 8 lakhs, beyond that you will pay some tax. That income tax payers, individual payers is only 4 to 5% only in the country. But all the people, 100% of the people, when you buy some product, even this book, something you buy, on it, certain amount of tax will go to the nation. Governments, if you are becoming an IAS officer, your salary is given by whom? People. Government is there as a mechanism. It is people's money. That's the reason it is called public service. You are a public servant. So you are being employed by whom? In reality. In reality, you are employed by whom? Public. So definitely you have to do service to whom? Public. Ante kada. If a company employs you, you will provide your services to the company. It's public's money. Public is employing you. So you have to serve the public. What is so big about it? Yes or no? See, I understand. I am not derogating anything here. It's good that when we are talking about public service, more amount of things. The actual way in order to understand this, so much of craze about civil services is all exams or all jobs, private, public, all are important. But the amount of impact which you can create with the civil services is very high. The amount of impact or any changes if you want to make in the society, of course, obviously it is our nation. Yes or no? We are not in Pakistan. For Pakistan's nation, Pakistanis are also nationalists. They want to serve their country. We want to serve our country. That's there. Everybody is serving their country, no doubt about it. But the scope, the diversity of the services which you give, from the age, if you enter the service at the age of 22 or 23, by the time you retire, then it may be extended to 65 years. Slowly the age is also increasing. Life expectancy is increasing. Retirement ages may also increase. So almost imagine 25 to 65 years roughly. Because after retirement also you will be employed. There are many ways in which government will keep you as advisors and so on. So 40 years of service, roughly 30 to 40 years of service you will be getting with respect to these civil services. These civil services are, I think you know the basics about this. The examination is conducted by Union Public Service Commission. So when I am calling it union, it is by whom? Central government. You have UPSC. UPSC every year will recruit these examinations, Civil Services Examination. So actual name is CSC. Civil Services Examination. In it there are many services. One such services are, top services are IAS, IPS, IFS, so on. More than 18 services are there in this. Railway services used to be part of it. Recently 2 years back they removed it. Railway, Indian Railway Management Service bolke separate examination they want to recue as far as railways is concerned. Okay, so this is the way when we are. So the intention of these civil services is we want to create, the collector works in the state. Different states the collector works. But they are appointed by whom? UPSC, central government. Why they are going to do like this? States are different, center is different. Basic difference. So why they created All India Services? These are called as what? All India Services. Not all. At least IAS, IPS and Indian Forest Service. So why they created these All India Services? Because these are top jobs. Wherever you go, in any organization of the government, whether it is central public sector organization or government machinery, secretaries, everywhere, the top roles will be filled by whom? These services. So they want uniform levels of administration throughout the country. All country will follow the same standards of administration. That's the reason Central Recruitment Agency. Every year it comes into picture. Examination pattern will be there. Prelims, mains and personality test, which is called as interview. Now when I am talking about why these civil services, if you take why these civil services, I will just tell you the amount of impact it can be created. Have you heard about corporate social responsibility? In the news, if you are talking about, you might be seeing this word CSR, corporate social responsibility. Anyone heard about it? It is in the news from almost from the last 10 years. Anyone heard about it? Yes, one or two. The basic meaning of this theme concept is any private company in India, if it is registered in India, it has to give 2% of profits. Which company? Private or public? Private or public or any company. Any company registered in India. Company in the sense enterprise. I'm not talking about government department. I'm not talking about health education department. I'm not talking about education or health or textiles department, not government ministries. Apart from that, we have any multiple government sector companies are also there. BHEL, ECIL, central government or state government companies. Not only that, private companies, Infosys, Tata, Reliance, any company registered in India, it has to give 2% of its profits from last 3 years. It will get profit, na? Any company, it would get, if it gets profits, 2% of that profit from last 3 years. Is it a big amount? It can be given, na? So this 2% of profit from the last 3 years should be given to the society. That much amount you should use to benefit of the society. Social responsibility. You know why it is called corporates? Because any company. Social responsibility for the benefit of society. Just like Tata is doing. Tata will establish hospitals, provide health facilities at low cost. Social responsibility. Tata will provide, it will take roads, it will lay down the roads. Some company may take government school and give funds to improve the infrastructure in government school. Someone may build toilets, public toilets. Anything you can do. So this theme is called as what? Corporate social responsibility. So they made a law in 2013. They made a law. Government of India passed this law, made this change in the Companies Act. Every company in India should do this. Bolke they made a law. Look at the impact of this law. 2% from the last 3 years anybody can give. But the amount will be in thousands of crores if all the companies are combined. All this money is coming into, because all companies can't go and do all the social activities. They can give the money because law is saying to give. So their specialized, suppose there is a company which makes this digital pens. How can it leave this work and go and do other works? No. So it will give this much amount of money to the NGO. Because of this act, have you heard about NGOs? Non-government organization, they will be there, many activities, flood relief, providing food, education, health, women empowerment. Because of this one act, crores and crores of money is being flooded into the NGO sector in the country. Many NGOs, old age NGOs, cow, you name it. Youth empowerment. All the companies have to give that money. 2%. Not every year, from the last 3 years profits. Look at the way the change has committed. Lot of good. See, there are issues also. In any situation, you will have positives and negatives. Some NGOs will misutilize the funds. There are issues. Government of India is looking at them. But look at the activities which is being done. How many orphanage homes, how many old age homes, how many free education services are being run in the country. Just by the help of one act, one small law, how many lakhs of people are getting benefited? Who made this law? Bunch of IAS officers sitting in Ministry of Corporate Affairs. They discussed it, they changed, they made this change. Look at the amount of impact it has created. Okay, so that is the scope. Every work is important, no doubt. Without a sweeper, without this mic setting wala, class will not happen properly. Every job is important, no doubt. But the scope, the diversity which these services give you, that is very huge. That's the reason many people want to become civil servants. Okay, not only this big example, any one single individual example also you can take. There is a IAS officer in Kerala. You know Kerala? What is the name change they proposed 2 days back? Keralam, Shabash. Okay, so this state, if you see in India, geography is important, yes or no? So if you see this part, Kerala is located here. You have here Western Ghats. Which mountain ranges? Western Ghats. Kerala is of this much only. People used to joke, it is like Karela bolke. Okay, so this much small size, and you have Western Ghats, lot of mountains are there. Agriculture is not well developed there. It will be having agriculture. When we compare to our Andhra Pradesh or Telangana plains, plateaus, so if you stand hundreds and hundreds of acres of fields you can see. That is not the case here. So they are dependent on Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, other states, and even imports also, for even vegetables also. For daily domestic vegetable consumption also they are dependent on other states or imports from other countries. So what is happening? An IAS officer tested these vegetables. She is an IAS officer. She tested these vegetables and she found out that these vegetables are having lot of pesticides, chemicals. Because if you want to grow more, you will put lot of chemicals into it. If you eat chemicals, what will happen to us? What will happen to us? Lot of side effects will be coming in this failure, organ failure will happen, antimicrobial resistance, lot of diseases will develop in the future. What is these things? You will know slowly. But you should not eat chemical based foods. Vegetables, all are full of those. She tested it. Many locations in the state, she tested that. So all the vegetables and fruits which we are, especially vegetables, which we are eating is containing of lot of this pesticides, harmful pesticides. What to do now? Now she gave the things. General psychology or if you go to Kerala, how it will be these. Generally, I am not saying any 1% or 2%. Generally, Kerala full of rains. 6-7 months continuous rains will be there. If you are walking onto the street, especially in this rainy season, June to October, November, just like you carry your wallet, you have to carry your umbrella. Whenever it will rain, you don't know. Okay, so when that is the case, houses, greenery will be very good. Houses will be having lot of garden, big garden. Even a small house also, they will maintain enough space for big gardens. Land will be there like that, house land, because agriculture is not developed much. So they are building what? Houses in a big spaces. That is the logic there. Agriculture land is less, but house land is more. So what she said is, collector being a IAS officer, she said she campaigned it aggressively. Grow the vegetables in your own home. Grow the vegetables. You are not growing vegetables for the market, na. You are growing for your own consumption. So as far as possible, grow the vegetables in your own home. We will provide the necessary support, seeds and whatever is there. Within 2-3 years, Kerala became surplus in domestic consumption. With respect to what? Vegetable. It stopped imports of what? Vegetables. Why people believed her? Why that change was possible? Because IAS officers have, or any civil servants have, a lot of credibility still. The credibility is very high. If a politician tells, there can be issues. What for he is telling? Is there any company of him? Is there any seed company behind him? But an IAS officer still, because you are working hard, you want to serve the nation, you are getting influenced by politicians, unfortunately. Otherwise, you will provide your services to the best, to the nation. Bolke, the general society understanding is there. That's the reason so much of status is there, even today. So when she made this study and when she gave the awareness in the Kerala state, what happened? Most of the people tried to follow her instructions. Within 2 years, Kerala or present Keralam became self-sufficient in vegetable production. That is the impact. A single civil servant can cause so much of impact. That's the reason you are so much crazy about entering into civil services. Okay, now we just gave 1 or 2 examples how these things are there. A district collector is very important for that particular district, because in a district, health, education, infrastructure, roads, skill development, everything is linked to district collector. Even Facebook CEO comes and a district collector comes for the village level. Who is important? They will say, Facebook fellow, get out. Hato, our district collector is coming. Yes or no? Because for the district, everything is what? District collector. In the initial years only, you will be placed as a district collector. Later, you will go to the secretariat as a health secretary, part of it, under secretary, joint secretary, whatever is the case. Now, we understood briefly about importance of civil services, not only IAS officers. In the same way, Indian Railway Traffic Service, suppose, now they have removed it. He is the in charge of maintaining traffic signals in the whole line, in the whole division. Civil services is not only IAS or IPS, na? There are many other services also. Income tax, IRS. See, if you are now they are changing, many changes are happening in many services. If you are not filing your tax returns, if anyone is not filing the tax returns, they are automizing the many things. They are finding the people who are escaping from this tax net. Lot of changes are maintained. So, whichever organization you take, civil servants will take what? Leadership roles. Okay. So, when we are talking about these civil services, everything is fine. I have, talked very greatly about it. This, you can do this, you can do that. Fine, fantastic. But how to become? That procedure we have to know, right? Okay, but yeah, see, frankly speaking, whether you like it or not, UPSC is not interested in you. UPSC organization, that as an organization is not interested in any one particular student. You are interested in UPSC, yes or no? It will get its students, 1000 seats it will fill. So it is you who have to meet the demands of UPSC. UPSC is not desperate for you. Who are desperate for UPSC? You are all desperate for UPSC. So if you very briefly know, I think you might have known all these things, a very quick review, but I will tell the things which is not there in the mainstream domain. So you all know that, I think the books are also given to you, exam pattern, UPSC syllabus. Okay, try to study these things, the booklets which are given to you. This is the booklet. They have given 3 to 4 booklets to you. In this booklet, please study the syllabus. I don't want to explain the syllabus now because that can be done at a later level. Briefly, very briefly, I will tell. With respect to UPSC, civil service examination. UPSC will conduct many examinations. One such examination is civil service examination. How many stages you have? Prelims, mains, and interview, which is nothing but personality test. Actually, they call it as what? Personality test. So, with respect to prelims examination is preliminary examination, objective type. Means the examination is based on what? MCQs. It contains 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, so this preliminary examination is only qualifying. Qualifying in the sense, they will select, they will filter the students who can appear for the next stage. What is next stage? Mains examination. So in this preliminary examination, around every year roughly 12 lakhs are writing. Previously it used to be 10 lakhs. Now competition is increasing every year. So last year 10 to 12 lakhs applied. 12 lakhs applied. 12 to 13 lakhs people applied last year. So in that around 6 lakhs will write. In 6 lakhs in preliminary examination, Suppose there are 100 seats. Final seats are 1000, let's say, not 100. So they will take 1:12 ratio. Suppose in the notification this year, whole civil service examination, 1000 seats they have given. How many they will select from prelims? 1:12. Means 1000 seats they have planned to propose this year. Final, in the interview stage, what I means. Finally, they will select 1000 suppose. This will vary. Every year it will vary according to the notification. So they will select how many from the prelims? Around 12,000. So in 12 lakh students who applied, how many lakhs? 12 lakh students who applied. How many will be selected from the preliminary qualifying stage? 12,000 only. Okay, that is the first stage of challenge. Okay, so in this preliminary itself is qualifying. In this qualifying stage, you have paper 1, which is general studies. If you briefly look at the general studies syllabus, open the page, I will just tell you. I think only optional syllabus are given here. They will give. Look at page number 4. Look at page number 4. In this booklet, UPSC syllabus booklet, in the 3 to 4 booklets given to you, the booklet is syllabus booklet. Okay. So in this, look at page number 4. On the top, they have given paper 1 syllabus, 200 marks, which is called as general studies. The name they have given is what? General studies. It is general. General in the sense, not specified to any one specialization. See, if you go to any hospital, you have oncology, radiology, cancer, radiology, cardiology, heart, nephrology, specializations, super specializations, engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer science engineering. Now in computer science also, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Many things are coming. Specialized. Is it specialized? No. It is what? General studies. So, all the syllabus, whether you accept it now or not, the fact is, the syllabus for general studies you have already studied in your schooling. In your 10th class, till your 10th class level, whatever basics are there, that is the knowledge in which they are focusing on. It's not that it is a 10th class examination. In a way it is. 10th class, 12th class basics. That is the syllabus. What is they are telling? History. If you look at the syllabus there, polity, environment, economy. Okay, all these things. Geography. Okay, current affairs. Aajkal current ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Nowadays everybody is reading more about current affairs. It is not mugging up. It's not just mugging up, because students, they will read the same newspaper. The general janta, all the people also will read the newspaper, but there is a difference. How you have to read a newspaper for examination oriented, that is different when compared to just reading a newspaper. Okay, that slowly you will know about those things. So when we are talking about general studies, the main intention of the examination is you have to know something of everything. That is the intention of this examination. Something about everything. What are the latest technology development in surgeries? Medical technologies, what are the latest developments? What are the latest developments in crops, agriculture? Okay, what is the latest development in fundamental rights? Legislature, you know, government, how the government functions. What is legislature, what is executive, what is judiciary? You will know slowly. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it will look very difficult. But once you know, it is very easy. So why Rahul Gandhi is dismissed? Why again he came back? Who will decide? Is the president deciding, or the election commission deciding, or it is the court who is deciding? Who can disqualify an MP? After getting elected, who will disqualify? President, or High Court, or Supreme Court, or Election Commission? Different conditions. Okay, something of everything. What is Uniform Civil Code? So you can talk, a civil servant can talk with a lawyer, can talk with a doctor, can talk with a CA, can talk with a engineer. Not the depth of knowledge, basic understanding. Okay, so you should know something of everything. Not, the problem is with this preparation, if you go in this direction, everything of everything, you have to know everything. Collector means he is a walking encyclopedia. Gone. It will take 5-year plan for you. This is not expected. You are not here to do PhD. PhD in geography, PhD in political science. No. For UPSC preparation, PhD means, only for us, I am not derogating this PhD. For us, PhD, what is PhD? Going in-depth knowledge on one particular issue. Yes or no? If you invent something new, they will give doctorate to you. Yes or no? So he will having lot of depth about one particular area, one area of specialization. That is wrong for us. Information access is there for us. What will happening now is, the present issue in the preparation is, you have access to lot of information. Internet is there, books are there. You will go on reading without knowing the proper direction what to read. What is the demand of the examination? Okay, for us PhD means permanent head damage. For us. Okay, so you need not to do so much of research in everything. Uniform Civil Code. Go on researching about Uniform Civil Code. Going to know. Please come. Okay. Settle on jaldi. So Uniform Civil Code. Why Uniform Civil Code now? What is the issue which is happening with Uniform Civil Code? What are the challenges? How to implement? That much you have to know. Rather than going to sub-laws, bylaws and all those things. Okay. So this is a private institution. Is this a private institution or government institution? This is a private institution. Have you heard about fundamental rights? Something you might have heard. If you have not heard also, it's okay. But we know that government of India or any government should not discriminate based on religion, based on sex, gender, male or female. Okay, based on religion, based on caste. Government should not discriminate. Yes or no? That much you know, na? All are equal from in independent India. So this is a private institution. Suppose, let's say, you are a Muslim. You came here, this is, let us assume that this is a rental housing. Suppose you are a Muslim and I am a Hindu. Suppose. You came here to rent a flat. This is my apartment, my floor. And I asked your name. After knowing your name, I said that as you are a Muslim, I will not give my home in rent to you. Directly I told you. I didn't shout on you. Directly I tell, sorry, I will not give my home to rent to you. Can you go and file a case in the Supreme Court against me? That you discriminated me, bolke. Because discrimination should not be there. Can you file a case in the Supreme Court against me? Yes or no? Some are saying, most of you are saying, nodding their heads. No. Because this is private. You can't go to Supreme Court or High Court under violation of your fundamental rights. This is my home. You can go and file other cases that he is doing this social unrest he is causing, he is describing. Some other case you can find, but not directly under High Court or Supreme Court. State should not do. State in the sense, in the government school you can't go. As a district collector, you are a representative of state. You can't do. This much level of understanding you should have. Something of everything. Okay, what can be done, what? Because you have to govern the nation in the future, yes or no? When you are aspiring to become. So, when we are preparing, this approach will harm us. You are not here to do research in Uniform Civil Code. Even in optional subjects also, you are not here to do PhD in sociology or any optional. Okay, you have to know according to the demand of the examination. Okay, so when we are talking about this, the way, a basic idea, in prelims, how many people will be selected roughly? 12,000. If the seats are, if the recruitment is around 1,000. If it comes down to 700, obviously this will also come down. In the second stage of the examination, what is the second stage? Mains, which is descriptive. Is descriptive new to you? Is it new to you completely? No. Till your 10th class, what type of exams you wrote? Descriptive. But the main hurdle people will face in qualifying mains. So, if we come back to the figures here, rough general figures, in prelims examination around 12,000 are getting selected. So, in mains examination, from these 12,000, they will take 3,000. 1:3 ratio. 1,000 final seats. So, in the mains, how many they will select? 3,000. So, among 12,000, how many they will select? 3,000. For what? For next stage, which is nothing but personality test. From the personality test, among this 1,000, final will be how much? 1,000. Now look at the challenger. This everybody will know. If they analyze the pattern, this is the change. So, among 12 lakh people who applied for the examination that year, how many is getting selected? 1,000. In that 1,000, 180 will be IAS, IPS will be 180. Again 180. This is the trend from last few years. They have fixed that number. So, in that you want your home state, home cadre. So, you have to be top. That is the difficulty. On the first day, why I am telling the difficulty? So that you will go away. Is it the intention? No, when you are entering any game, you have to know the challenges in it. Yes or no? What is the challenges in it? That is the general intention of telling. Not only numbers. Look at the examination, why it is becoming difficult in the sense, preliminary examination. Prelims will be in generally June first week or May last week. Generally, prelims will be conducted in this month. Last 2 years, before 2 years, it got disturbed because of Corona. Otherwise, generally it is May last week or June first week. Then you have mains immediately in September. Roughly, you will have around 3 months of time only for mains. Now you look at the syllabus of mains. You have seen on page number 4 the syllabus of prelims. 2 papers are there. I want to tell something about it. Come to page number 4. Please come to page number 4. General Studies syllabus. Okay, if you look at this, current affairs, history, geography, polity, economy, environment, general science. This is the syllabus for prelims. So, in the general science, nobody will ask you IIT physics, IIT chemistry, nobody will ask. Okay, what is the equation? If velocity is this much, what will be the momentum in a circular motion? Nobody will ask. It's not about solving. It's about your understanding of some basic knowledge, which they will ask in a tough manner. prelims is becoming tough. Tough in the sense dynamic. Okay, in the last 2 to 3 years. Then look at the CSAT. I said that preliminary examination have 2 papers. Look at the CSAT syllabus, logical reasoning, mental ability. So it's not like CAT examination. Unfortunately, it is becoming tough. Lot of issues are happening in this issue. Let's see how it comes out. So one important thing you have to know here, preliminary examination is already qualifying. Yes or no? In this qualifying examination, you have 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is GS, which is the syllabus which I have explained to you. Paper 2 is CSAT, aptitude. This CSAT is again qualifying. This CSAT is again qualifying in the sense, you have to get minimum around 66 marks. 66 not percentage, marks. Out of 200, how many marks you have to get? 66. Only that much. Nobody will count the marks in CSAT. This is the difference which you have to understand. Your ranking in prelims will be judged based on which paper only? Only this paper, one paper. But minimum you have to get 66 marks in this CSAT paper. Problem now is, so something it is like, if you watch some movies, it is something like a flashback within a flashback. A flashback is narrated and in the flashback there is another flashback. Already preliminary examination is qualifying. In that qualifying examination you have another qualifying paper. For 200 marks, how many you have to get roughly? 66. But the trouble is, most of the people unfortunately are getting disqualified in CSAT. Especially in the last 2 years. Especially engineers. How many are engineers here? How many are engineers? Okay. Generally it would be more. Maybe because of CSAT it is reducing. Anyway, because engineers will feel that they are PhDs in maths, quant. Yes or no? So they will never practice this CSAT. They are such an arrogant people nowadays. I am not pointing out to anyone here. So when did you practice CSAT means? In the last civils paper, sir, examination. That is the difficulty. If you don't do practice, lot of failure is there in that. They are getting more than 100 marks. For 200, more than 100 they are getting in GS, but they are failing in where? CSAT. Okay, so that balance you have to maintain anyway. After this qualifying paper, its marks will not be counted for the rank. So don't be a topper. You need not be a topper here. You have to just qualify. Okay, after this, now the game starts. Your ranking will be decided by mains examination and personality test. Preliminary, sorry, not PT. Preliminary test. Also people call it PT, but actually PT means what? Personality test. Interview. Your rank will be decided on the combination of mains and interview. So if you, the actual challenge is what? Mains. Mains examination has 5 GS papers. Okay. Essay, it comes through. Essay paper. GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. All these 5 papers are common to all. And you will have 2 more papers which is only related to optional. Only one optional. 2 papers related to one optional. Paper 1 and paper 2. What do you mean by optional? Look at the term. Optional. You are opting it. Whether you are a mechanical engineer, does it mean that you have to take mechanical paper? You are an electrical engineer. Does it mean that you have to take optional as electrical engineering? No. UPSC has a big list of optionals from literature, sociology, anthropology, public administration, PSIR, even electrical engineering, mathematics, physics, psychology. All these things are there. MBBS is also there. Commerce is also there. You can opt anything. There is no one particular confinement that you are a BCom graduate. You have to take only commerce as optional. No. Nothing like that. You can opt anything. It is not, when you are opting means it's not that an engineer will opt medicine. That will not happen, but it's open to all. Optionals is you who have to choose. Okay, now look at the challenge here which we are getting with respect to mains. How many papers you have? How many papers which are counted for marks? Total 7. 5 GS papers which are common to all. And optional, one optional, but how many papers? 2 papers. 7 papers. Now the challenge is, the actual challenge happens here because prelims examination will happen in June. Mains examination will happen in September. Roughly 3 months you have. How many papers in 3 months? How many papers you have to revise in 3 months? 7. For each paper you will not get even 10 days also. Because last 1 month is revision anyway. Last 1 month anyway you will not read anything new. So in 2 months how many papers you have to complete? 7 papers. If you look at the syllabus here, come to the main syllabus. Please come to page number 6. You have to by heart this syllabus slowly. Every day you have to look at this syllabus, because without knowing what you have to read, how will you read? Okay, it's not that civil service means go to the Vikas bookstore, grab any book and start reading. It's not like that, na? Okay. So generally titles I am telling with respect to these papers here. If you look back, that can be in another class. Essay, GS1 is with respect to history, geography and social issues. The titles if you see there, GS1 consists of history, geography, social issues roughly. GS2 consists of, which is nothing but paper 3, it consists of polity, governance, international relations, like that. GS3 consists of very dynamic GS3, economy, science and tech, internal security, environment, disaster management, highly dynamic sub-paper, GS3. GS4 consists of ethics, aptitude, attitude. Okay. So this much syllabus and picture abhi baki hai, and 5 papers plus 2 papers of optional. All these things you have to prepare in how many months time? Just 3 months time. That's the reason failure rate is high. People will be very happy after qualifying prelims. Okay, but it's very few who come into mains. Okay, so your answer writing practice should not start after prelims. You have to prepare from answer writing from when? Because mains is descriptive. From where you have to start? From which day? From day 1. Previously, that is the thing, 20 years back, 15 years back, people used to only prepare for prelims. After prelims, they will be having 6 months time, 7 months time. Then they used to think of what? Mains. Papers are also less. General studies only 1 or 2 papers at that point of time. Now the strategy, you can't separate prelims preparation with your mains preparation. You have to do answer writing practice from the beginning. In these 3 months, you can't read new. Only current affairs you have to follow. You have to just revise. Your whole preparation should be done before prelims examination itself. 3 months is only for what? Revision. That is the main bottleneck. Okay? Because you will read very slowly in the beginning. Cozily, happily, 1 page per day. You will be sitting in the library, but look at your own efficiency. Slowly you will go. Suddenly in April, May, because when the prelims examination is in June, in April, May, Atma will, Bhoot will utha aapko. Everybody will start reading. That is not the way. Consistency is there from day one. So when you have thought, it's your choice. Whose choice it is? Your choice. Sometimes it can be parents' choice. It's okay. Whatever may be the reason. You want to, sometimes it can be because out of lack of not doing anything you came to it. So that's fine. Many people come for many reasons. Some want to serve the nation, some want job security, some want recognition, some want to take the advice of their parents. Whatever may be the case. Reasons are immaterial. Once you are here, from the day one, you have to read consistently. That's the reason. If you are good, it's not like academic examination. From the day one, I am telling. In academics, one day batting will work. Whether you are in IIT or MBBS, unfortunately, wherever you are, 1 or 2 days before examination, you may pass. You may not get top marks, but you may pass. That is not the case here. Okay. And whatever may be the marks in your academics, you may be a 9.99 or a 10-pointer also. Immaterial here. General studies, 10th class examination, frankly, basics they will stress more. So whether you are 40 marks, 40% marks or 99% marks, doesn't matter. If you read now, it will take consistently to do one attempt. How many years it will take? Because prelims will happen in June, September, mains will happen, results will be out in another 3 to 4 months. From January, February, interviews will start and they will declare results around May. How many people will be selected for interview among this 3,000? 3,000 mains, prelims 12,000. From this 12,000 to interview, how many are coming? 3,000. From this 3,000, final list to be how many? 1,000. So the examination process, this is June, suppose next June. Let us take this June. This June 2023, this examination result will be in May 2024. One cycle of examination is 1 year. Before that 1 year, you will prepare. Yes or no? So if you are starting your preparation now, you will write the prelims in when? June 2024. You will get the result in when? May 2025. If you fail in any one stage, whether you fail in prelims or mains or interview, from where you have to start again? Fresh. It is not a fresh, it is not a qualification. 2 mains pass, sir. 3 times interview, sir. Nobody will care. Whether first attempt or 5th attempt, all are same. IAS officer is officer. Which year? 2024, 2025 batch. Movie bolta na? IPS. This batch, sir. That batch, sir. Okay. So if you fail anywhere, again you have to start what? Fresh. So this is the challenge when we are looking at. So your mains and then comes, let us talk 1 or 2 words about interview here. Personality test. The exact word UPSC uses is what? Personality test. What is personality test? It's not about testing your personality. Not this personality. What is personality test? Already they have tested your knowledge in mains. Look at the syllabus of mains. So vast. Again, why they have to ask oral questions to you? You have written your examination elaborately. 7 days you have written almost. In fact, you will have some language papers also. Qualifying, don't worry about it. If you are weak in English anyway, if you are writing examination in English, that is not an issue. Telugu problem will be there. Another language paper may be difficult because some of you people may not be used to reading Telugu. Qualifying. If Telugu or any language which is there, if you try to read it in 1 or 2 months, you will have a habit of writing practice of it. So in mains examination, along with the 7 papers, you have 2 papers of languages which are just qualifying. Marks will not be counted into it. They want to see whether you have, because anyway you have to work in public. Whether you have basic language skills or not, they will tell. They will give passages. In your childhood, most interesting examination in English paper is what? Passages is given. From the passage you have to write the, it's very easy. But you have to know now what is written in the passage. All are not passages. They will give other fill in the blanks, fine. But you can pass. If you have basic knowledge, you can pass. If you are a special English student, that student, this student who does not know, then you have to work out. Okay, because language will take time. Okay, 1 or 2 months, that would be enough. So then this personality test, already they have tested your knowledge here. Why asking questions again orally? It's not about testing your knowledge there. How you are, what is your aptitude? If a problem is given to you, how you face it? They want to know you in person, whether you are suitable to it or not. Because some people will bluff. Yes or no? I am here to do service. Directly they will ask. Does it mean that a sweeper is not doing service? What is your intention to becoming civil servant? Don't say directly to do corruption, sir. 1,000 crores target per year, sir. See, whether you do it or not, when you are saying directly, they will not recruit you, now, obviously. Yes or no? So what is you as a person? Just like one of the interview, a girl comes in the interview, the board panel, all bald head fellows you will have, don't worry, experts, retired, bureaucrats, DGPs. So they will do very cordially, they will not harass you. UPSC interview will be very cordial, not unlike which is shown in the market. No, very cordial. They will make you to feel good initially. They will test multiple things, they will test. Suppose a question, a lady is there, lady comes, girl comes, they will start questions to you. Suddenly the question asked was, are you reading newspaper? She says yes, she is in the interview stage. Without reading newspaper, how she can go? She says, into which paper? Hindu, sir. She said, okay, what is the symbol of Hindu newspaper, which you are reading every day? Observation. See, nobody will observe. Just see, you can simply say, sorry, I read the newspaper, but I didn't observe that. It's not that everybody should know everything. Sorry, sir, I didn't observe it carefully. That shows your clarity. I am unable to recollect. If you observe, that's fine. She got tensed. Okay, then started. On purpose, you are not reading newspaper, you go and read some nonsense materials in the market, you would only do time pass. See, attacking her, psychologically straining her, because they do that more for women, because women are subjected to lot of domination, whether you agree or not. Yes or no? Society try to dominate women, still that is there, patriarchy is there. If someone is driving on the car on the road, if that happens to be a woman, if she didn't drive properly, loose comment will come. Lady, she is driving. Most of the accidents are done by whom? Yes or no? Why women are not driving motorbikes? Bikes. Does it means that women can't drive bike? Society. If a woman is driving, that is male, why she is, everything will come. So things are changing, but anyway, it's a reality. So for women especially, not only for women, for men also, politician will come and try to dominate. Many people, you are a collector or you are a secretary, you are revenue officer, many people will try to pressurize you. How you are going to react, that is, they will see that. How clarity you are, how honest you are. So personality is not a gym where you can develop in 1 month. You have to think, you have to show that mental maturity. That positive approach you have to develop. Then only you will qualify. Unfortunately, what will happening is nowadays, people will first, most of the people will not prepare for mains. They prepare only for which view? Prelims. After you qualify prelims, time is not there. Next attempt they will do. After you qualify mains, in 1 or 2 months you will have interview. Then they will look at hobbies. Arey, what hobby I have to write? They will ask all others. Arey, which hobby? Whose hobby it is? Your hobby. You have to work on that. You can't create your past, na? It's already done. So that honesty, that genuineness, that is required. Why hobbies they stress? If no hobby also, that's fine. Because you are going to enter a stressful job in the future, maybe. How you are as a person to how you will relax. What is your personality traits? What is your view on life? What is happiness for you? All those things they will try to assess. Will you serve the nation or not? Will you have that clarity or not? That they will see. So, unlike which is being taught to you, the actual preparation is not prelims, mains and interview. The actual preparation is what? If a student is preparing for civil service, his mindset should change. The way in which he is looking at life or preparation or problems in the society, that a matured perspective you should develop initially. Then every day you have to do what? Answer writing practice. Then when examination is in June, in April, from April you will purely go into prelims mode. All these months prelims plus main you can't separate, combination only will happen. So it's not prelims, mains and interview. What is it actually? In reality, this is the opposite way in which you have to prepare. Okay, because you can't develop your personality after mains results, na? So you have to read books. How many have you read books apart from your textbooks? First question is, how many have you read your own textbooks? Guides will be there. Forget about that. Anyway, books other than your textbooks. How many of you read more than 10? Till now, please raise your hand. 1, 2. Okay, which books? Anthropology optional? Just general reading. Okay, then any biographies? You won't read biographies. Okay, why? You don't like. This may be an interview question for you. If you are writing hobbies, why are you not reading biographies? It's not that they are asking you to read. They want to listen your view, why you are not interested to read a biography. Okay, like that they will ask, intentional. Okay, so you have to read. Intention of reading books means not, I am not asking you to everybody to write reading books as a hobby. No, that is not the intention here. You have to develop, a book will give you exposure to varieties of dimensions. Okay, so in order to develop a deeper perspective, you have to read the books of different bureaucrats, great personalities, what is their view, why corruption is there in India, how to address it. Everybody wants money. If a country is corrupt, it can't grow. Singapore, it addressed corruption, it developed very fast. Okay, so how to have that approach? Why crimes are increasing against women in recent times? Crime is there on women from long time, but why? When development is there, why crimes are increasing now? Okay, when science is growing, religion is also growing. Yes or no? Even Chandrayaan 3, ISRO scientists will go to temple. When science is growing, religion is also growing. Corona times, directly, parents made us live darshan, puja, live puja on Zoom from the temples. Not only temple, all the religions. Why? What is your analysis on this? Okay, I am not saying that religion should go back. No, religion will stay. But when science is also increasing, many people are going to temples. Look at the way on Saturdays, Sundays, Ganesh Chaturthi, Pandals. Most of the youth are coming to these things. Why this change is happening? Okay, so this kind of analysis. So general books, not only books, various dimensions of the society, you have to know about it. Okay, so this is the preparation in which you have to go about these things. So when we are talking about this preparation aspects, prelims, mains and these things, every day, see, the only thing which will work is how we have to go about how do you have to maintain from your side about consistency. Classes will be around, if you come to the brochure here, open this booklet. Yeah. Now I will do marketing. So with respect to half in between page, if you see this, so these are the things which you will have. Your course will be both online and offline. If anything you miss, online backup will be there, app will be provided. Frequent seminars will be there by retired IAS or serving. Recently, you have no national police. Hyderabad is very special because IPS trainees, where they will come? After getting selected as IPS, National Police Academy, Hyderabad. You have MCR, HRD, where IAS also will be trained. Not only in Mussoorie, Labasna, Lal Bahadur. You have a second training in Hyderabad also, MCR, HRD, Jubilee Hills. Okay. Anyway, when compared, so many officers will try to engage. I think last week, this assistant director of NPA was here interacting with the students. Jayaprakash Narayan came, JD. He's not JD. JD is just Joint Director CBI. His name is VV Lakshmi Narayana. He was also here. So like that, you'll have frequent interactions with senior as well as rank students who got rank also. Then you have daily, weekly and monthly tests, because you have to check. Daily 10 MCQs test will be there. Monthly tests also will be there. These tests will be, suppose history subject is happening. On that, regular tests will be there for you. Study hall. For the whole this time period duration, there is a library here. Library in the sense study hall. You can go and see it. Of course, don't enter and disturb the students who are studying. In the ground floor itself, at the corner, you have a library room. That is free for you. You can sit completely and use it. No need to go and join a library outside. AC library is there. That as a part of your, for whole 10 months duration, you will have. Mentorship will be there. I think you will be assigned to a mentor. They will look at these things, current affairs and NCERT foundation course. That is the another extra edge which we have. NCERT. What is NCERT? Anybody from CBSE? One or two? Your 11th class and 12th class books, that becomes basics for this civil service examination. In fact, history, geography, specifically these two subjects, many questions directly come from that NCERT 11th and 12th. Okay, so that is the way which we have to look. So that course will be there. You have basic classes of NCERT before entering the mainstream, because polity is something new to you. In social science 10th class you might have studied some basics, but as an approach, what is legislature, what is judiciary, how both issues are happening, all those basics NCERT foundation course will be there for you. And this is the list of faculty which we have on the right side. Sinaya sir, Harkrishna sir, Nagasridhar sir, Dr. Nagasridhar sir. There's a change here. Vivek, anthropology is not by, of course in the building they made the change, not in the booklet. This will be done by Sudhir sir. Except anthropology, no changes here. You have a mix of Delhi faculty, not Delhi faculty per se, all India faculty and local faculty. Just like if suppose Neeraj Nachiket, if you see in the faculty list, Neeraj Nachiket science and technology book is famous all over the country. Just like Lakshmi Kanth is famous for polity, you have Neeraj Nachiketa famous for science and tech. Okay, he is the faculty here. Then you have Chandrasekhar Yadav sir, he is also from Kolkata. Ankur Agarwal sir for ethics. And you have Rajkumar, he is also Dr. Rajkumar sir. He is a PhD in international relations, Delhi University. He is working as a postdoc research. So he will come and teach IR, international relations for you. So it is a mix of combination of national faculties and local faculties here. That is there for civil services. Now, before closing, two important things I have to tell. When this examination, see, the coaching will be around 9 to 10 months duration. Sometimes 9 to 10 months duration will be have for the classes once the classes starts after the NCERT, because NCERT will take 1 month, 150 hours. Either they will club it with the existing subject or separate NCERT class. Directly, it will take around 150 hours of classes will be there only for what? NCERT. That can be done in this duration also, not an issue. So 9 to 10 months duration classes will be there. After this classes, suppose you started your preparation, this is August. You joined the classes. Suppose you started your preparation now. How many? It will take August, September, October, November, December. It will take next May to complete the preparation. Okay. So previously also they may plan, if you are writing the prelims, they will complete it till March also, so that you will have some reading time to attempt the exam. Anyway, 9 to 10 months, so much of syllabus is there, that is required. So when we are talking about this, again, after the completion of these things, if suppose you are writing the examination in June, prelims, then you will write your mains, then you will write for interview. Yes or no? Personality test. You are 9 months, 10 months you are here, while actually you are writing the examination, who is there to support you? Yes or no? 10 months classes will happen, tata, bye bye, goodbye. But actually when you are writing, you need support, na? Whether you pass or not, obviously nobody will plan to fail. Anyone who is planning to fail? No, na? So, who is there to support you? Okay, that's the reason after these classes are done, you will be again part of year-long mentorship program. Whether you qualify or not, if you are a good student, if you are qualifying anyway, all the test series will be there. Prelims, mains, those things will be anyway there, support. If you are not qualifying also, you will plan for next year. Yes or no? Most of you will not go for only one attempt. You have to aim to clear in one attempt. Fantastic. If and buts, if you didn't qualify also, after these classes, you will be having a mentorship program where same library and reading room facility, that of course that depends on the strength. Afterwards, but whether library is there or not, libraries will be there for these 10 months. You will be set up as a separate program under it, your reading room facility will be there, and most important thing is a mentor will be assigned to you. Your answers will be evaluated for the next 1 year. So that is the booklet which is there, which is happening. See this booklet, Personal Mentorship Program. Another booklet if you have seen, Personal Mentorship Program, that is the name of the booklet. So if you see that booklet, they have given whole year. This is happening this year for the students who have already completed the coaching. Whole schedule they have given for the whole 1 year. If you see, it is happening, it is closing, prelims and mains is closing on May 19, 2024. On the last page. For last year students who have completed classes, this is happening. So for you, this will be happen in the next year. So that is also part of the classes here. Finally, I think another faculty will come to address small things to you. What is so difficult about why this UPSC examination is? Why this UPSC examination is so challenging? I will just tell you some examples. It's not that I am going to make you somewhat feel tough about it. No, that is not the intention. We have to know the domain. We have to know the game in which we are going to enter. Suppose you know about, I will give you some examples which are actually asked, already asked in the examination. Suppose you know about a term called sex ratio. Sex ratio, what is sex ratio? There is a small term, sex ratio. This ratio will indicate number of women per 1,000 men. Basic definition. Number of women per 1,000 men. If sex ratio is 860, it means what? For every 1,000 men, there are how many women? Only 860. Gap is there. Dangerous gap. because society imbalances will happen. Progeny may not happen in the future. So sex ratio has to be balanced. In some of the states it is very less also, unfortunately, whatever may be the reasons. Now, when we are talking about, let us take this example here. If you are rich in the sense not Adani Ambani, middle class, having a job, both parents working, generally, if that is the case, whether a boy is born or a girl is born, does it matter for you? Some preferences may be there, but you can you take whether a boy or a girl? Does not matter, na? You will provide the same education. You can take care of them. Whether a boy or a girl, does not matter for you. If that is the case, very interestingly, look at the orientation here. Why some of the rich states in India have poor sex ratio. Punjab and Haryana are rich. Indirectly they are talking about that aspect. Not only Punjab and Haryana, many other things are also there. I am just giving an example. Punjab and Haryana, rich or not? Rich regions are having less sex ratio. Why? This is the orientation, analysis which you have to develop. Okay. Just, I am not telling the answers right now. Just the orientation which I am. Have you heard, did you read about Battle of Panipat? Sometime heard about Battle of Panipat? If you remember it or not, you know that Battle of Panipat 1, Panipat 2, Panipat 3, many battles have been fought. Yes or no? So UPSC asked, why many wars are fought at Panipat? It didn't ask, describe Panipat 1. That is academics. In your colleges they will ask. What is, discuss the impact of third battle of Panipat. Look at UPSC. Why so many battles are fought at Panipat? Understanding, analysis, deeper level of understanding they want you to develop. Okay, so this is the way in which we have to look at the aspect. Why drug abuse is increasing? Why alcohol consumption is increasing in the youth? Why crime rates are increasing? Analysis, which they ask us to develop. Okay, so that kind of mindset slowly you have to. So minimum, it's not the number of hours you put here, but initially it is required. If you can't read for 10 to 11 hours in a single day, it becomes difficult. It will take, it's not that you can't become, it will take 3 to 4 to 5 years. Because slowly you will read, na, every day 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Okay, so that much of intensity is required. Slowly, when you are stabilizing in the hours, slowly quality of hours will happen. Because if you are sitting in front of the book 1 hour also, 10 hours also, you are reading only 2 pages. What is the purpose of it? So we are there to guide to you. So anything else you would like to ask? Please stay there. Another faculty may come and they will inform if not. Anything you would like to ask? What type of optional we have to choose? All these things, another session can be done. It's okay. Anything else? Chappan sir. Yeah, every year, see what is happening, sir. Notification will come in around February. In that notification, CSC notification, they will indicate the number of posts for that year. So if the examination which they are going to conduct, suppose 2024 or this year 2023, in February roughly they gave the notification. Exam will start from where? June. So in February they will give the notification. Notification will come. Corona came, everything came, anything will happen, notification will be coming. Whether government is there or government is not, that is the consistency with UPSC. We have to be very thankful to UPSC. It's not like state governments where anything can happen. They are, even a collector's son also, they have to come to here, stay in 6x6 hostel rooms, study for 1 year and read. Even a minister's son also, they have to follow the same process. Okay, so that much surety is there with it. So whether you are planning for it or not, we can't decide based on this number, because everybody aspires to be IAS. So everybody feels that IAS, they want IAS or IPS. That seats are fixed. At least it's not that they have to fix it. No such law is there. From the last many years, they are fixing that. 180 plus 180 plus 20. 180 IAS, 180 IPS, 20 foreign service. So minimum this will be above this number only. Anyway, revenue services has to be there. Customs has to be there. So 600, 700 is minimum. In fact, there are many vacancies. A government may give a bigger trend. That is possible, because in 2014, 14, 15, 16, 1400 vacancies also came. In 2013 or 14 also, 15 also, 1200 vacancies also came. So this is again election year. They will not fill it in 1 year. They will release the post, and next 2-3 years vacancies may increase. Already 4,000 vacancies are there, but government will not fill all. Slowly they will do. But in election this time, if there is a game changer, because employment is a big issue now, they want to push, whether state government or central government, they want to push in direction. So they are planning to give huge number of seats. Whatever may be the case, how many seats you want? For you only, you want only. Like that, you try to prepare. Okay. The better, the more earlier you do, that is better. Because competition will increase every year. Forget about competition. You should not see others and read. That is a horrible way of preparing. It will create lot of mental stress and all these things. You prepare your own thing. Ultimately, it is 2 hours in the examination, 3 hours each examination in the mains, which will determine. Okay. Fine. Bye. Okay.